Hello everyone. Welcome to the Group C match here. It's between Daniel Partridge and Tommy Cherry. This is going to be an interesting one. So Tommy's just came back from a 261 world record single earlier this weekend. So that's amazing, and congratulations, by the way.
Hey,
But yeah, I was also at Mid-Atlantic's. Everyone was at Mid-Atlantic, so there hasn't been a lot of clock up matches, including with Tommy here. But I think we're ready to get started. Let's see if a UK person can beat who stole the UK record. Um, so we're gonna start with the coin toss here. Tommy, you were the better seed, so would you like to go first? Or sorry, would you like to go with heads or tails?
guys.
All right, so we're looking for heads here. As I open up the coin flip, let's look for some heads. All right, it is going to be heads. So would you like to go first or second?
Second.
Second. All right, so I'm gonna start with you, and good luck. Just give me
Thanks.
a minute. My computer's being a little slow here. All right, so apologies for like maybe a little bit of lag here, but yeah, I'm also joined by my commentary partner here, Oscar Coleman Green.
Yep. Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Very
So
happy to be here.
yes, um, Pizzle doesn't seem to be very British with his clothing. Very disappointing. So
Yeah.
Daniel Partridge is going to start us off here, and I think this is going to be a very interesting match because these are actually Tommy's first solves since since we've since Mid Atlantic. So he just unpacked, as I was told. It's a 410 from
Daniel.
Daniel. Wow. Okay.
Let's see if Tommy can beat that.
Yes. Be very cool if he did.
Hmm.
Oh, is he not? Let's see.
Oh, it's a success.
440.
Daniel
Daniel's gonna
Partridge
take
winning the
that.
first point.
Yeah, that's a point for Danny here.
Yeah. See, I think that's the thing with flip versus seven simul is I think flip is a more consistent method at the moment, where I think you see a lot more DNFs when it comes to seven simul.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah.
All right. So
Is that
I
a
can't.
419?
I think.
I think it's a
Here.
419.
Yeah, it's a 419 from Tommy.
Right.
Is the stream good for you guys, by the way? Because I've been told that the stream by YouTube that my stream health is not good, but ooh, yeah, that's a DNF. All right, point for Tommy here. So we continue. Stream is good. Okay. Show heat wave. All right, Daniel with the second solve here. We're going with the third solve here. I'm sorry. Second. Oh, it's
A second
DNF.
DNF.
Speaking
Not
of
a good
DNF,
start for Daniel.
yeah. Speaking of DNFs, Tommy DNF'd 4 solves at Mid Atlantic finals. So that was very interesting. Hopefully it doesn't happen here, but he's just gonna safety that one. Yeah, it's a flipped. It's a solved clock. It's a winning for Tommy so far. That is the first time Tommy has taken the lead in this match, but it is very early. We have only streamed for about 6 minutes, so.
Well, let's see if Daniel can turn this around for himself.
Yep.
So far, not the best start for him. 2 DNFs.
Yeah.
Let's see if this four solve is any better.
All right. Oh. Okay, that looked all right. Is that gonna be a free 90? All right, free 90 from Tommy.
Best solve of the match.
I think what Daniel needs to do is like he needs to be consistently low four, but not really going for anything too outrageous. Trying to treat every solve the same, because when you do that, you start to develop consistency, which is something that you do not see in seven simul, as I mentioned before
Yeah.
with 4 DNFs and the world record from earlier. But that's gonna be 3 points for Tommy and 1 point for Daniel. Not looking great here for Daniel.
See, I think in general, I would say you need to safety to beat a seven simul solver because obviously a lot more DNFs. But I think what we're seeing right now is the opposite, where the flip solver is getting a lot more DNFs and Tommy's staying quite consistent in the low four range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think yeah, that's definitely very interesting. Daniel's taking his time. The first side looked okay. The second side, is that gonna be another DNF? Yeah, it is.
Yep.
That's Tommy's grinning a little bit. That's 3 DNFs from Daniel.
Right.
Daniel just gave away 3 easy points there that he should have not given away at the start. But it looks like a really good solve too. It's gonna be a 397 with that flip. Or 391, excuse me. That's gonna be 4 points for Tommy, 1 point for Daniel. Oscar, so what do you know any fun facts about Daniel? By any chance?
Well, I do know a couple of fun facts. Daniel Partridge in primary school was actually known as Daniel Fartridge because he was rumored to once have farted 32 times in 1 hour.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yes.
That's
Very, very
oh,
tragic.
that's a
This is,
285. Sorry, 286.
ooh, is that a
286
Cup
from,
world
from
record
Tommy.
chance?
It is not a clock cup record. Ryan Michael Breen got a 257.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but that is a sub free from Tommy.
Right.
On an interesting scramble here.
Yeah. Big
Daniel's
ask for Daniel Partridge to beat 286.
yeah,
doesn't look like
it.
Oh, a fourth DNF.
Fourth
This is not
DNF.
looking good.
Yeah. The points for Tommy just keep streaming in. So I'm gonna look at the Clock Cup Season 2 sheet, and I'm gonna show you guys what's going on with the Group C here. So, okay, there's a few scenarios that could play out. So ooh, that's not a good solve, but I'll explain it once they're scrambling. That's a 6 from Daniel. That's a solved clock in quite a while. So
Yeah, well, a 6 is always better than a DNF, so love to see it.
Is it gonna beat a 6? Oh, safety. Yeah, it's 4.
421.
How many successful solves has Pizzle gotten so far? He has gotten 3 in a total of 7 attempts. So that's more DNFs than solved clocks.
Then you're going 1 to 6 at the moment.
Yep.
Yep.
Tommy with a pretty decent solve. It's gonna be 479. Daniel can beat that.
That's well within his abilities. Let's see if he does.
I do remember the Daniel Partridge and the Nathan Ron match. That was quite an interesting one because Daniel was like, I think it's either Daniel that was up pretty high.
Yeah, Daniel started off very well.
I flicked a pin.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a DNF.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I do remember the
Daniel pin touch, so that's gonna be a DNF from on the side. Okay. So that's a DNF from Daniel. 7 points for Tommy. Oh boy.
Yeah, going back to the Nathan Rowan match, I do remember Daniel had quite the lead. Then Nathan made a comeback. Yeah, I would say it's like probably one of the highlights of the Clock Cup so far. But yeah, Daniel Partridge managed to clutch it after the halftime break.
Yeah.
Very riveting match.
Does Daniel use a custom clock? I believe that's just custom prints. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if Daniel wins this match by some miracle, he possibly I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't think let's see. I don't think anyone's gonna be added the game in this after this match, no matter what the circumstance is, because Daniel's still gonna be second no matter what, or first. He's still gonna move up. So that's gonna be a 5 from Tommy, but it's still a point for him, even though it's not necessarily up to the standards of Tommy or Daniel, I think. So that's gonna be a free from Tommy. A free 39. Wow. Okay. Alright. Tommy will be solving here. Oh, so excuse me. Daniel will be solving here. Yeah, that's not gonna be a free 39.
Oh, crumbs.
Oh.
That is Daniel's 6th DNF of the match.
Yeah. I actually, the way he reacted, I thought he beat him, but I was like, what? No. That solve did not look good, unfortunately. Yeah, so not great solving from Daniel here, even despite taking the first point. Yeah, Tommy, this 7-side consistency is kind of unheard of, to be honest.
Yeah, Tommy is yet to get a DNF.
But Daniel might have just gotten another one. Yeah.
Ooh.
Not... Is there inspection timed? There's a general regulation that inspection is limited to 15 seconds. Usually over inspection is evident, and that would be probably a DNF. So 347 from Tommy. That's gonna be 10 points for Tommy, 1 point for Daniel. Tommy has only solved the clock 4 times in the past 11 points. That's a 4 and 11 success rate. Not great for Tommy. It's almost I think it's about like a 30% DNF rate from, or 30% success rate from Daniel. That looked like a face jump from Daniel there, not gonna lie. Yeah, it could have been, but 377 from Tommy. Daniel does not look very happy right now at all. Yeah, that's not
Daniel
gonna do
doesn't
it.
look impressed with this. No. So success?
Is it a success?
I believe so. It looks like it is.
It's gonna be a 6. Point for Tommy.
Right.
Okay, 3 more points until a quote-unquote halftime. I'm gonna just tell them that I don't think the halftime is necessary, which I think is the hard truth, but... Yeah,
Well, you
these
never
are...
know. Yeah, Daniel Partridge is no stranger to bringing it back in the second half, but we'll see.
Alright. Daniel with a good solve here. With that fist. Oh, wait, no, it's a DNF. Aw, not again. Alright, solved clock from Tommy. 329. The cycle just keeps on going. This is extremely rough. It is 12-1 right now.
Yeah.
Tommy is absolutely crushing
Tommy on a
Daniel right now.
354 AO5, which is sub-world record, so good for
Yeah.
him.
It's a 458 from Tommy. Daniel has a
Nice.
chance to bring in a point. Looking for all he can get, just trying not to destroy his solve differential here. Because that solve differential certainly will knock you out of the group if you're not careful. But,
Are we gonna see Tommy not get a single DNF this match?
that would be extremely impressive, but,
Yeah. He's only 3 solves off right now. Supposing that he wins them all.
okay, it's gonna be 13 points for Tommy, 1 point for Daniel. This is not great, but trying to steal a point from Tommy, because that's a negative 14 solve differential added to your thing there, and then that will bring him to a negative 10 solve differential, which is extremely saddening, I believe, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. Tommy's probably gonna go to match point here with that performance, with that look. That's gonna be, let's see what that is, a 807. Yeah, it's an 807. Tommy's gonna be solving on the bottom of your screen here. Trying not to DNF. The solved clock. And, yep, 512. Okay. I'm not even going to ask for the I mean, sure. So, this is where I'd ask for the halftime break, but I think there really is no point in doing a halftime break. I'm sorry. Can we just move on?
Okay.
Okay. Unless one of you really, really wants one. Like, is that okay? Alright, so no halftime break, but I kind of peer pressured them to not get a halftime break. This is going to be match point for Tommy here. When we're talking about second half miracles, when we're talking about second half miracles, I think this is not that example.
This looks like... Yeah, that looks like a very good solve from
Solved
Tommy.
clock.
Let's see what it is.
423.
423. Right, I think that'll do it.
It's final nail in the coffin for
Right.
Daniel. Means at the end I will say that.
Ooh. Yeah, I think Tommy's done it there.
It's over.
Full match from Tommy without a single DNF.
Yeah, okay. And that's going to be it. 15-1. Tommy wins this match pretty comfortably. Alright, thank you guys. Let's do a little post-match interview here, I guess. So, interesting performance, especially from Tommy coming off of his Mid-Atlantic results, and also Daniel. It was a great fight, but it is 15-1, which does tie the Clock Cup record for the most extreme loss. I would like to hear from both of you. What were your thoughts about that match?
Okay. I'm like pretty satisfied with my performance. I'd say I mean there were some like pretty good scrambles, so on those I feel like I should have done better. But overall I'm happy. Like I'm glad I didn't get any DNFs, especially considering in finals yesterday I got 4 of those.
Yeah.
Within 5 solves. So yeah. It's an improvement compared to that.
Yes.
Alright. So it wasn't really very ideal. I think I got more than half of my solves with DNFs. You know, I went into this match with the attitude like I'm gonna lose, so I'm not really gonna have many nerves, and I'm gonna hopefully solve well. But it was just dreadful. I just missed turning on everything. I think I got 1 sub 5, and that was the first solve. It was horrific.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah,
on the contrary, go on.
sorry.
Sorry, you can say what you were gonna say.
Yeah, but no, I think you had something more important to say, so I'll let you say it.
Right, yeah. On the contrary, Tommy went the entire match without DNFing once with 7 simul. Tommy, what do you think helped you get that full sweep of no DNFs?
I've been kind of practicing consistency lately. Actually, the day before I left for Mid-Atlantics, I did an average of 600, and it was like, enough successes for the average not to be a DNF. So I think I've done like huge sessions like that a few times where I just try to really stay focused and not go too much slower than what I normally average while still getting successes, and I think that kind of paid off.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're looking at Group C here. Tommy, you have 6 points right now. Daniel, you still have 3, but your solid differential right now is -6. Or not, sorry, not. I believe it's actually lower. I'm sorry.
Not very good, is it? Oh dear.
I believe it. All right, so you won. I believe it's -10. So that's definitely a huge handicap going into the final match week. Nathan versus Eddie is later tonight. What are your thoughts about that match and also your next match, Daniel against Eddie and Tommy against Nathan?
Okay, so if I beat Eddie and Tommy beats Nathan, I think we're both guaranteed to go through. So
Yes.
I mean, I'm feeling all right for the match against Eddie. Like, it should be a good match, but yeah, I'm excited for it. It might
Yeah.
probably be close. I think.
Yes, definitely. And I I think yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. And I guess Tommy, you're in a pretty good spot. I think there is technically one way where you could lose getting out of the group, but I think you've secured at least a second place finish if I'm not if I'm doing my math correctly. So I think the bracket stage or the round 16, I should say, will be a lot easier or be a lot harder for you. So what are your thoughts going into like the further stages of Clock Cup, I guess, after the group stage?
Um, I don't really have any. I'm just gonna kind of go in not knowing what to expect and see what happens.
All right, yeah, that's an interesting strategy. Do you think you can make it to the final?
Um, I think so, but like, I don't know. I think it's also very possible that I don't if I just like mess up, kind of like finals yesterday. Um,
Yeah.
like with this match actually, like I had no idea what Daniel averaged beforehand. So then when I saw he got a 4.1 on the first solve, I was actually like a bit concerned.
Hmm.
Um, so then I like really tried to be careful and not get any like solves that were like significantly slower than what I normally average. So I think that like helped me with this match, and I'm kind of gonna have a similar strategy with Nathan where I have no idea what he averages. I'm not gonna check beforehand. I'll just see what happens when I get there.
Yeah, that's definitely a way to go into it. So, thank you guys for watching. We have a match, like I said before, scheduled at 7 p.m. between Eddie and Nathan. That will possibly give us a better idea of what Group C is going to look like. It's going to be a very competitive match for second place here between Daniel, Nathan, Eddie, and technically Tommy. And then there's going to be a match tomorrow at 9 a.m. Jaden and versus Zaid. That could possibly solidify, or that could help solidify Group G with if it with a Zaid win. That could be very interesting. So thank you to you guys for competing. Thank you to Oscar for commentating with me. It was really fun.
Yeah, no
And
problem. It's been a pleasure.
yeah, and I'll see you guys at 7 p.m.
Oh, congrats, Tommy. You.
Hey, thank you. GG.
Oh, and also the means. I forgot to mention that. It is 412 for Tommy and 596 for Daniel. So those were the means at the end of the match.
That's the mean of like 3 solves to me because all of the others are DNFs.
Yeah. All right.
One. All right.
I will see you guys later.